imagine what it's like to kind of be inserted into that, not necessarily having the context that Mike may have for what it means to be an Atlanta Brave. It has to be something special.
Yeah, it was still something like I learned just being from Florida. It was always like Rays, Marlins, Braves, and out of the bunch, Braves were there. But yeah, playing for them and just wearing that uniform, it hits a whole different way.
So let's turn back the clock a little bit. You got a lot of young cats in the audience between baseball and softball. Your first memory as a Pee Wee ball player, Pee Wee's football, that's my sort of reference, but Little League baseball. Your first memory, what is it like?
I remember when I was 3 playing T-ball. I was just in the outfield picking flowers, and yeah, I actually have a picture. I had a black eye from getting hit, so yeah, just not really paying attention to the game, and getting hurt while doing it. So.
Well, I'm similar to him. I was kicking dirt though. I was right there in the infield, but I got some of my funniest ones were like trying to catch foul balls off the fence and like the dugout and stuff. And people were like, yeah, it's a foul ball now. So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna catch it.
So when did it click that a dream like this was something you wanted to achieve? Like when did it first form that you said, I wanted to be a Major League Baseball player?
Mine came a little, honest. This is an honest answer.
Say space.
Yeah, I didn't think it was possible at first. So I just didn't think it was like, that would come around so I kind of surprised myself in a way. But I first had my eyes out for like college really. And I was just like, I thought, I'd watch the Gators on Sundays or whatever. So I would, yeah, no. But yeah, so I always thought college would be like a cool thing to do, and then eventually I learned about the draft as we got older. But yeah, I didn't think it was possible, so I surprised myself.
Yeah, and same with him. I didn't really notice that I could do it until I was about 15. I started getting college scouts talking to me, and then some major league teams. I didn't even know you could go to high school until I was in high school. So I guess it made me more eager to skip school because I already done it for 12 years. So I was getting tired of it. But I knew if I didn't go out of high school, I had a backup plan to go into college and get my degree to play baseball too.
Love that. And I think it's obviously important to kind of have that backup plan. Being able to chase the dream is a luxury, right? Like that is the pleasure in all of this. And so when you finally settle into knowing you're on that track, what's something that you were either taught or coached up on that you know will forever be a part of your major league career? Something that a coach sort of, whether it be a saying or a mentality that you approach the game with each and every day, what's something that stuck with you from about as early as you can remember?
That's tough, but I don't think I'll go to coach. I just grew up liking I like Kobe a lot, and he went by a Mamba mentality, so I kind of followed his mentality because he worked hard. I mean, he did what he needed to do to be successful on the court, so I kind of translated that over to my life and on the baseball field.
For me personally, I used to play with my tail, between my legs. So I used to play a little bit scared, and I knew I had ability, but I didn't believe in myself fully. And then one coach told me, he said, "I know you're a very humble kid. He's like, but I need you to feel like you're playing cocky, have a little bit of extra, whatever, feel like you're the best player out there." And for me, I think that's one of the things that changed my game, just my whole way I looked at the game, competition and stuff. I feel like just changing my attitude towards the competition kind of just changed my whole thing.
So for both of y'all, you mentioned a mentality shift. For a young cat that's out there playing each and every day for the love of the game, how do you balance making sure that you're having fun each time that you go out there while making sure that the main thing remains the main thing?
I just feel like at a certain age, you shouldn't really worry about the batting average or getting strikeouts or whatever. Just really enjoying the game, because at that age, you really got to cherish it. Because I miss it. I still miss it. I wish I could go back to my travel ball when I was 9, 10, and just having fun being at the park all day. So I just say, yeah, don't worry about that now. And then when you get to a certain age where it starts to get more serious, you kind of turn up the volume in your head and just know you gotta lock in and do, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, just saying, no big leaguer knows their batting average when they were from 8 to 13, 14, I promise. So like, yeah, I would just be like, just go out there and have fun, man. If you're not having fun, then it's probably not for you, because eventually you're gonna have to be doing this because you love it and not because, you know, your mom or dad are making you play and go outside and play catch and go hit. Nah, it's gonna have to be you. And those are the only people that make it. People that go out there and figure it out by themselves.
Without a doubt. Now, if I remember correctly, Vaughn, when you were interviewing Mike Harris in season, Money Mike, I think, said he hit his first home run when he was 5, like over the fence, right? I don't mean to just call that back into the